This is going to help with IXL activity K3. IXL K3, we are identifying proportional relationships by graphing. So let's look here. I put a couple of things together. I've printed off one question from the IXL on the assignment, and I have attached a little coordinate grid paper here to it. And I want to show you how easy this is. And it may seem like a lot of words and numbers, and you got coordinate grids and all that, but I promise this will make sense and you will understand how to do this if you can give me your attention for just a couple of minutes. So let's start. Let's read the question first. Okay, Chalk Arcade has Darnell's two favorite things, a chocolate shop and an arcade. Not only that, but Choco Arcade's loyalty program rewards Darnell with free game tokens every time he buys chocolates. So when Darnell buys 2 chocolates, he gets 6 free game tokens. When he buys 3 chocolates, he gets 9 free game tokens. In this relationship, X represents the number of chocolates Darnell buys, and Y represents the number of free game tokens he gets. Graph 2 points for this relationship and the line passing through them. Okay, so very quick review. This is a coordinate plane, and you hopefully remember that the line, or the line that runs left to right, is the x-axis. Okay, that's the x-axis. I'll write it again over here. X-axis, you can hardly see it. It goes off the page. And then the one that goes up and down or vertical is the y-axis. So let's start by going back and highlighting the important information on the statement. When Darnell buys two chocolates, okay, so if he buys 2 chocolates, he gets 6 free game tokens. Now, I've already labeled this because the question told us so. It said that chocolates was represented by X. It says right here, in this relationship, X represents the number of chocolates. So right here, and then it tells me that 2 chocolates gets him 6 free game tokens. So you may remember, hopefully from 6th grade, that when you're graphing on a coordinate plane, you start with your pencil or pen at 0, 0, which is also called the origin. So you start at 0, 0, and the first thing you do is go left or right. It says 2 chocolates, so we know the x-axis means chocolates, and there's 2 of them, so I go over 2. And then if he gets 2 chocolates, it tells us that he gets 6 free game tokens. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will mark that, and I will label that as 2, 6. So that's the first portion of the problem. It says when he buys 3 chocolates, he gets 9 free game tokens. So again, 3 chocolates would put him here. 1, 2, 3 chocolates, you see it labeled. And then he would get 9, let me label or mark this again. So 3 chocolates would get 9 free game tokens. So 3 chocolates, and then I go up here until I get to 9, and then I'll mark that again. That will get him 9 free game tokens. So now, here is the part that I think is pretty easy. We're trying to figure out if it's proportional or not. Now, the easiest thing in the world is for us to go ahead and draw that line. So to do that, I'm going to try and connect this with my makeshift ruler that I have here. So the 2 points that we just graphed, I line those up. You can see that they're barely on that side of the paper. And then I have to line up the origin, which is 0, 0. So let's take a look. If I draw this, if I connect all these dots, are they in a straight line that goes through the origin? So if I do, my writing's a little crooked, but it definitely does go through the origin. Now you'll notice up here, I put two things, and this is how you always know if a graph is proportional or not, and it's really easy. First, is it a straight line? Do these 2 points and the origin line up in a straight line? Well, yes, they do. So check the first one. It is definitely a straight line. Can that straight line pass through the origin, which is 0, 0? It gets a little messy down here, but that's definitely the origin. So I check that, and then it says, let's look at the question again. Because we know it's a straight line, we know it passes through the origin, so this has to be a proportional relationship. And the question it's asking, graph 2 points and determine if it's 2 points for the relationship and the line passing through them. So the IXL is just going to ask, is this a proportional relationship? We know that it in fact is, because it's a straight line, it passes through the origin. Good luck.